Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the last Business Before Hours of 2022. Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to, let's welcome all our elected officials this morning, if we can hold our applause until the very end. This morning we have Mark James with Marysville City Council in the house. Yay! And Sid Logan. Thank you. And then for our board members this morning, we have Ken Kettler, Renee James, Tony Matthews, and Todd Fallman. Thank you all for being here this morning. And I didn't introduce myself, but I think everybody knows me. I'm Yvonne Sepulveda. I'm the president CEO for the Marysville Tulalip Chamber of Commerce. Okay, so let's introduce our Business Before Hours sponsor for today, Loan Depot. Please help me welcome Nancy Denny and Kevin Daniels to the stage.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's kind of a wimpy good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yay. All right, we're awake.
I know it's mortgages, so bear with us. We'll make it interesting for you. Awesome.
All right. We are both from Loan Depot here in Marysville. I'm Nancy Denny.
And I'm Kevin Daniels.
So a little bit about us. I've been in the business almost 20 years. I've worked over 40 years in working with credit. I talk really loud, Yvonne. I don't think I need this. I review each loan with a positive, get-it-done attitude. I just believe that everybody deserves to own a home that wants to own a home, and sometimes we have to work through issues, and that's my goal, is to work through those issues and make it happen. I give regular updates on every loan to everybody that's involved in the loans.
Awesome. And then for myself, I like to bring ease and peace of mind to every transaction that I work on. And similar to Nancy, I like to keep all of my borrowers up to date and informed throughout the entire loan process, because it can be a scary and time-consuming process for some. We both pride ourselves on having excellent communication skills. And for myself a little bit, I am a veteran of 12 years with the U.S. Army, so helping service members and veterans achieve home ownership is something that I'm very proud for. So.
Okay, Loan Depot is located in all 50 states. We have many offices in each of the 50 states, and we are huge. I mean, the volume that we do and the support staff that we have at Loan Depot is also huge.
Awesome. So some fun facts about Loan Depot. We are the second largest non-bank lender in the United States. We are second to Quicken Mortgage, but we are working on beating them right now, and we eventually will. We were launched in 2010, so we are a very young company, focusing on a straightforward mortgage experience that meets and exceeds our customers' expectations. We are a direct lender, which means we start the process. We pay the loan at closing with our own money, and from start to finish, you work with us, your local lenders.
In 2021, we became a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange, and our code with New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, is LDI. We're an official partner of the 2021 Major League Baseball. In March of 2021, the company bought the naming rights to the home ballpark of the Miami Marlins, renamed it Loan Depot Park. Woo! So if you watch baseball, you saw all of our logos this year.
Yes.
Whoops, hang on. Okay.
So part of the experience with Loan Depot, and why I think we're so great, is that you get a digital loan experience, which makes the process streamlined. I always like to say, like our competitor, Quicken and Rocket Mortgage, you get all the bells and whistles of all the technology available to us in the mortgage industry, be it the the benefit of working with someone locally that you can rely on personally and contact at any time. So makes for a streamlined and easy process.
Literally anytime, even weekends.
I might not reply back at 2 a.m., but I will try.
You won't catch me at 2 a.m.
Back one more slide.
Okay, go ahead, you're the giving one.
Oh, perfect. So, with all the community involvement we do, Loan Depot itself does a lot of giving back. From the War Heroes on Water program for our military service members that earned over $1 million this year in donations. So that'll go directly back to the veterans that are needing those services, to the American Red Cross, as well as a plethora of other medical associations to help combat disease.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Okay, the last slide was just about Kevin and I again, just to let you know that we're here locally to support you in any of your home needs question, whether it be a purchase, whether it be a refi, because our end goal is to make sure that whoever is doing the process of buying a home, that they understand the process from start to finish.
And if you want to ask us any additional questions, I will be over by our sponsored table at the end of the program.
And there's lots of different little tchotchkes and giveaways that are on both tables, your table that you're sitting at and also over at that table. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Perfect. Let's give another round of applause to Kevin and Nancy. Okay, now I'd like to introduce our speaker for the day, Brian Trendler, who's co-founder of Laugh Tech. The business name stands for Learn About Funny Techniques, and its sole purpose is to empower salespeople, leaders, entertainers, and even kids of all ages how to become more listenable, likable, and confident presenters using humor as a tool. Brian and his partner Marcel accomplished this through individual engagement training, workshops, online Zoom training, and customizable corporate events. During this unprecedented time with the pandemic, Laugh Tech has helped bring humor back into the workplace as restrictions loosen, as well as help rebuild the confidence of both sales teams and management when dealing again with the public and one another. His presentation today is about humor and the importance of real engagement. It's called Humor Sells. Please help me welcome Brian Trendler to the stage.
Oh, there's already water there. Okay, well, that's fine. All right, gonna do a quick adjustment for those of us who are not 5 foot tall. Good morning, everybody. Okay, once again, just like before, let's try again. Good morning, everybody. All right, how we doing this morning? Who's been hitting the bacon pretty hard? He's like, that's all me, sir. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Welcome and good morning. I appreciate you being willing to suffer through another death by PowerPoint, but I'm very excited to be here today. Most of you don't know me, which to me is a very exciting thing. Those of you who know me, I apologize ahead of time. But really, the neat thing about this is that Marcel and I are getting out. We're actually from the Bothell area, and it's really, really neat to be part of this chamber because let me just tell you, honestly, you guys and gals got it going on big time. We've been part of other chambers where they're still trying to figure out how to get the mic work at this point in time, and it's really nice to see things that are really coming together. So today I am here to talk to you about humor. Who thinks of themselves as a funny person in any way, shape, or form? Wow, okay. How about funny looking? Oh, see, there's more hands. And there's some in back going, proud to be one of those. Okay, very, very good. Well, listen, my entire presentation, okay, down in front, I'm going to have to separate you four, okay? Very good, very good. The first slide here, I could stop. right here, which might benefit everybody. But this really explains what we do in a nutshell. We teach people how to embrace humor as a skill set. It's not just when you hit your funny bone, it's when you actually use it in business or use it in life or use it because adulting is hard enough, not adultering, that's something different. But it's really hard to be a human nowadays, and we can teach businesses or just individuals, or once again, as she mentioned, children, how to use humor as a skill set, because isn't it tough enough nowadays? Right? So that's where humor businesses like ours thrive. And by the way, we have zero competition. So it's nice to be able to get out there and say, we are the only ones that do this stuff. So let's go ahead and move to the next slide. Move to the next slide. Trying to move to the next slide. There we go. Okay. So again, because I don't know most of you and you don't know who this chucklehead is up here on stage, again, my name is Brian Trendler, my business partner. Can you wave really quickly? That's Marc Allen. Best business decision I ever made to start a business with this young lady. This is just a little bit of a recap on some of the things that we've done. Over the last 6 years, we've trained over 500 plus clients. We've been a host of hundreds of workshops. We've been on the radio a lot. We've been on King 5 a lot. Amity Idrisi, anybody remember her from the Sunday news show? Now she's the host of New Day Northwest, right? Do we all know her? Okay, well, we do, and for some reason she loves us. I don't know why. She's never even been part of one of our workshops, but she's had us on a number of times to talk about the healing power of humor and also resting Zoom face during the middle of the pandemic. That was a big thing, right? So we actually trademarked that. I think you owe us 25 cents every time you say resting Zoom face, I believe. So this will officially become a quarter jar. We've been on tons of podcasts, and it's just kind of fun to name drop. We've been part of a lot of really amazing companies to help them work with some of their internal infrastructure issues regarding, work atmosphere, intake process, the hiring process. How do you make a accounting firm like Vine Dollin sound sexy to someone who just got out of college, right? It's really, really difficult to make accounting sound sexy. But we worked with 20 plus individuals out of their staff to get them to embrace humor. And, how do you tell somebody after a big audit, hey, you're going to jail? Right? That's difficult. But we, aside from occasionally breaking the bad news to some people, we had them work on their own internal infrastructure and how they talk to each other. Or more important, in a cubicle farm environment, why weren't they talking to each other, right? Our ideal client, technically speaking, yes, each and every one of you, but to be very finite, it's entrepreneurs, it's teams, it's sales teams, groups of individuals that have those boring weekly or monthly meetings where everyone is literally dying by death by PowerPoint, or there's just no engagement in the room. We get calls often from managers who call us and say, our sales team, they're so horrible and yarg and rah, rah. And then we realize, well, we're going to probably end up working with that management staff because they're the ones that are leading with deprecation. They're the ones that are not inspiring their team to actually perform. And you wonder why the sick rate is so high, in that organization, because people don't want to come to work, right? So I'd love to say that we can help cure someone's budget when it comes to the sick pay leave. We can't honestly say that, but we like to think so, because people actually want to come to work, want to perform, want to celebrate each other's victories. You want a number drop or name drop? Have a conversation with Marcel. She loves the numbers, and she loves talking about what a difference it makes when people actually show up to work, okay? We also do work with entertainers, comedians, people who are already on stage, already traveling around, but they want to use humor as a tool to, basically go down that path or add it to their, bandolier of options when they're giving presentations to either, to get hired more. We say all the time that we'll make you likable, listenable, hireable, and ROI-able. So we're very scientific-ish. We do make up words on a regular basis. And then we do love working with kids. Actually, the previous slide showed one of our Zoom sessions that we did during, again, sort of in the chunk of the pandemic, where we were working with the Boys and Girls Club, for example, because these kids, if you think about it, home is not always a great place for them to be, right? That's why the Boys and Girls Club have so many services that are amazing for children. So they were in the classroom environment at those locations. We were digitally, via Zoom, dialing into their calls and teaching them how to be listened to and heard. which, by the way, are two completely separate things, especially when you're a kid and home is not safe. So that was like, that was one of those tear-jerk moments where we got to work with two different locations and work with anywhere from 7 to 10 kids who really had issues. And like I said, they just wanted to be heard. And even though we were, on a big, huge 16 by 9 screen, we were there, we were listening, we were having fun with them, we were doing improvisational exercises and getting them to kind of learn different ways to respect themselves. And by way of doing that, they stopped disrespecting the aides that were there, the counselors that were there, and the volunteers at the Boys and Girls Club who were just trying to do their part, right? So that, for example, was a really big thing for us. It was near and dear to our hearts to be able to help them. 6 methods of humor. This is the methodology of which we teach everything. It's the curriculum that we created. Now, for those of you who know me reasonably well, there's only 1 or 2 people here that can use it against me, including my business partner, Marcel. 25 plus years ago, I had a dirty little history in stand-up comedy. Thankfully, that was when the VHS tapes were on people's shoulders on the big 80-pound unit, so there's no proof, thank God. But what happened is when Marcel and I started working together, we both have a unique take on humor. For me, honestly, it was a defensive mechanism back in the day. So I was bullied, all those fun stuff, and I used humor as a way to get everyone else laughing to deflect the situation I was going through, right? But at the same time, through my career, I was using humor as a tool, but kind of not realizing what I was doing, right? Again, get people to laugh, there's levity in the room, and then the focus is redirected off of me. In Marcel's case, she comes from a different form of humor. And when we ended up getting together talking about business stuff, we realized that there was kind of a yin to each other's yang, and this is where the curriculum started to be pulled out of my head. Hence, you have the creepy brain on your screen. But what we do is, especially during the workshops or during any of our customizable trainings, we can work with the business to develop, again, what a group, for example, is already doing really well. We just want to get them great. Because think about this. Anytime you give a presentation or anytime a boss calls on you, right, you have to set the scene right off the bat, right? You have to get people to understand who you're talking about, what the situation is, and why. So the 3 W's. So we talk about the scene. And guess what I'm doing right now as I hit the mic? Oh, yeah, sound, right? Sound is part of what we do every single day. We're talking, right? We're eating. If you're sitting next to someone who's making a lot of loud sounds, you can work that into a speech later about maybe how that kind of frustrated you. But sound is a given. It's not yelling so you hit the back of the room. But sometimes you can be just as effective if you're whispering. If you're talking about something very, very deep, very, very personal, very, very, emotional. And then story, we all love telling stories, right? Sharing stories about our business. If you're talking from a nonfiction perspective, you're not making it up, right? You're talking about something that you've been through, lived through, pulled someone out of a fire. I think I was just joshing with the chief here a few minutes ago before breakfast. And then sequence is one of the only times we tell people kind of how to embrace your inner comedian. You pick up to 3 things, and it's one of those things of, you're from Marysville if, and then you say something funny, something a little slightly funnier, and then you hit them with that banger. You hit them with that 160, that swivel, that catches somebody off guard, right? So we teach people how to do sequences, and you can use that to open up a presentation. You can use it in the middle of a presentation or to end a presentation. And then sensation, we all know what happened to Old Yeller at the end, right? Unfortunately, spoiler alert, the dog dies, right? If you talk from sensation, I know that's not a funny thing, but if you talk from sensation, talk about experiences you've had, you get them. They get put in your shoes, in your scenario, and there's a saying out there that says, if they laugh or cry, they buy, right? If you've not heard that, it's a powerful tool. If you get people to get emotionally involved in whatever you're talking about, then they're going to have more likelihood of a chance to work with you. So the color changes there. Oh, it jumped ahead. It's jumping ahead again. The color changes there just talk about the fact that, come on, technology. Some people have strengths, right? Some people would rather talk about a scene and use sound effects to get their point across versus other options. And if this will go one more time, There you go. Other times people find that they really like working with sensation. They really like working with story. So we get people, once again, to develop or actually embrace what they're already doing well and then develop it so you really kind of raise the bar. And again, this doesn't have to be presentations. It doesn't have to be, you leading a conference. It can literally be how you're interacting with your coworkers, or at the same time, we work with people who don't even have jobs. They just want to be a better husband. They want to be a better wife. They want to talk better and easier and simpler to their children. And again, then, like I mentioned, we've also worked with kids. And trust me, out of the mouths of babes, we've heard amazing things come out of their mouths. All right. So what do you think this young lady is saying right now? She's laughing. She's like, I just stepped on a Lego piece, okay? I mean, this is just for the visual symmetry here, but benefits of humor in the workplace. You're all adults, or at least some of you. You can read this if you want to, but humor is an effective selling tool in any organization, okay? Whether you're selling a widget, whether it's a gadget, whether it's an accounting tool, whether it's loans, right? Now, our team here that came up, our sponsors today, Loan Depot, they did a good job, didn't they? Yeah, you actually had a little bit of humor. It was fantastic. And guess what else he did? He pulled from sensation. He rightfully so talked about the fact that he's a veteran. What did we all do? Okay, I tried to salute and threw a piece of bacon across the room. But, point is that what happened is that he used a little bit of humor, heads turned up. He used a little bit of an emotional quotient there, sensation, and you nailed it, brother. You don't need us. Go away, Your job is done. But see, point is that that's a perfect example of how humor can be used as a selling tool or simply as an attention grabber. Like I said, when you get, actually I haven't said it yet, when you get people to laugh, when you get them to smile, they go through an experience. One of the biggest things that they do is that they relax. They chill out for a couple minutes. They experience what you want to let them experience. You take them through a journey, okay? I do this because even Mark, who's one of our clients, hi, Mark. Mark's one of the guys who's going through this roller coaster with us right now because he's experiencing how you can take someone through an entire journey, even if it's in 4 minutes or less, or even less time, because you're taking them through ups and downs. You don't ever want to leave them in a down, right? You ever watch a TV show and it's a cliffhanger and you're like, oh, I can't believe I have to wait till I can stream and binge the next 16 episodes in 3 days, right? And trauma, this is my real world problem. But what happens then if you find out the show's been canceled? Oh my God, that just stinks, right? Don't ever leave them in a low. Always take them back up, right? This thing's making me crazy. Okay, but either way, it gets people to relax, and they're also more likely to be swayed. Now, we're not talking evil Emperor Jedi mind tricks here, but we're talking about just getting people to understand and, again, be more open to what you're talking about, especially if it's a subject that they're not comfortable with, right? Now, I don't know what you see on the screen. I did not put that young lady up in that on that compartment, but this is an actual Southwest Airlines employee, apparently. Upwards of 10 some odd years ago, she was demonstrating to people on the plane, there's plenty of room in these here compartments, and she crawled the heck in it, okay? Not something you see on an average plane. It's like, what's the size of your carry-on? We need to measure this. But humor is such an important tool. Are most of you familiar with like Southwest and Virgin Airlines? Has anyone flown on them? Okay, they're funny, aren't they? They get on the microphone, and when they're talking about the flotation devices, when they're talking about the space here, and I could totally be on a plane right now. It's amazing. It's like you're here. But point is that they're having so much fun. Some of their staffs have actually been taught by the Disney team, which to me, Disney's a 6-foot rat, so it's terrifying. But point is that they're taught how to make people laugh, because one of the scariest things about flying. Actually, does anyone know what the scariest thing about flying is? Oh, well, that went dark quick. Yes, crashing, death in the air. No, the scariest thing about flying is the takeoff. People are terrified of the takeoff because you're like, you're doing this, and then it's that little swoosh. But when you leave and you feel that last bump, most people are like, so that's the loss factor, okay? So they do their best to distract you during takeoff, right? Now, granted, they're not standing during takeoff, but point is they try to get you to laugh. They try to get you to relax. Basically, it's because they don't want to clean up after you. But they're an incredible crew, and they're known for that worldwide. All right, our services in a nutshell. I'm going to get to fun stuff in just a minute, but we have to get through some of the hard stuff, so bear with me. This is always a fun nut to crack, though. Engagement sessions are, for example, what we're doing with someone here whose name starts with M and ends with ARC. We are doing individual engagement sessions where he comes. Do you know who it is? Or okay, she's laughing, but she could just be choking on her tea. I'm not sure. It took her a minute to get it, though. Oh, Mark. Okay. Anyway, engagement sessions are where you get the benefit of working with both Marcel or myself, or just her if you don't like me. I get it. I'm not that fragile. I won't take it personally. But we work with you kind of on whatever you need to, right? If you happen to be a politician and you are in a situation where you can't hug or kiss babies, I mean, frankly, who would want to? But if you're in a situation with the pandemic where you have to think kind of outside of the box, how can you reach your constituents? How can you reach the people? Because you're in a whole different environment. We're working with him on that. And he is a great guy. I don't know if you guys know that, but don't tell him anything else complimentary because his head will get huge. About the size of that nut up on the screen there. We also do corporate trainings where we can come into an environment that your corporation offers and you have a need. Like I mentioned with the managers that call us and they're complaining, we end up working with management, but sometimes the team just needs a pick-me-up. We'd love it if people just put us in a box, put a bow on top and deliver us to a team once or twice a month. We come in, take them through some improvisational exercises, even work on scripts, right? Who doesn't love a sales script? You just raised your hand. Really? You love sales scripts? Now he's drinking. Maybe he didn't see me. The light's too bright. I saw you. Anyway, sales scripts are horrible, okay? No one likes sales scripts, but we can make it fun, right? And even putting someone on the spot, I apologize, you're larger than me, and I am actually incredibly fragile. But point is that it can be fun to mess with your model. Right? Mess with how you normally talk about the product. And there's nothing more gratifying in a sort of an evil way of lining up a bunch of salespeople and having them talk about the product and have the management in the back room going, oh my God, they have no idea how to sell it. You know what I mean? Because that's okay. We all have different styles. We all have different techniques. But if you get everybody on the same page, give them a couple sequences to make it fun, make it listenable, likable, maybe they're going to go out and start creating videos. Maybe, heaven forbid, they're on TikTok doing videos, fun stuff like that, whatever. And suddenly, that product takes on a whole new meaning, right? So we can do the corporate trainings. Mini Humor Workshops is open for everybody and anybody. They tend to be basically open for the public. We have a new office space down in the Mill Creek area. I know if anyone doesn't know, it exists like after Marysville. There's a whole stretch of freeway. It goes down, and there's a Marysville Bothell area there. It's a fun area. Please come check it out. But that's where we can do some of our workshops, and we can do it on Zoom as well if we want to reach people across the country or even way back up here in Marysville. That's where it's actually a 7-week course. It sounds crazy, but it's only two hours a week. And what we do in that case is we take 2 hours on each of those 6 methods of humor that you saw up on the screen with the big freaky brain, okay? And that's where you really get to dip your foot in the pool and you get to experience each one of those. And it's a lot of work, right? We actually had one of our comedian friends, Kermit Apio. Anybody heard of Kermit? Anybody? Not my business partner. Okay. Well, I just proved the point. Kermit Apio is actually an incredibly well-known national comedian. He's in Qatar right now doing humor in front of our troops, but no one knows him. He's Hawaiian's own Seattle native. He's been around for 30-some-odd years doing comedy, but he's so subtle and so gentle, and he's not a green frog. But point is that he's a great guy. He told us during one session where we were working with him and vice versa, he's like, humor doesn't come from funny stuff, Brian and Marcel. And we're looking at him like, what the heck? Happy side, yeah. He said, humor comes from pain. And we're like, what? And then we started thinking about that. Humor comes from pain. It comes from frustration. It comes from anger. It comes from things that you're working through. What happens if you see someone trip on the side of the road? Like if you're walking on one way and you see someone trip off the curb, what's the knee-jerk reaction that we all do, except Yvonne because she's an angel? We giggle, don't we? We go, oh, right? We take a moment afterwards to throw a little pity sound out there, but we laugh, right? Because we see something funny because, they flopped or whatever, and then afterwards the reality sets in like, oh, maybe that person got hurt, whatever. So point is that humor comes from pain, and we can work people through that. Resting Zoom face sessions, like I said, I owe myself a quarter. A lot of businesses are still meeting virtually, right? or they're still meeting virtual, or even maybe we're meeting virtual with different satellite offices throughout the U.S. or whatever the case is. Have you ever been on a Zoom presentation and you just see someone who is so checked out, they look like they're possibly, you need to have a mirror under their nose to check for, condensation, right? They're totally checked out, or they're on their phone, or nowadays they're on their watch doing a Dick Tracy call, and you can tell that they're on mute, right? We can help cure resting Zoom face to get people to even call folks out kindly, right? We don't teach people to be nasty and mean, but there's ways you can keep people's engagement and focus, and it's really hard on Zoom, but it's something that we can get you to work on. Improvisational events, we love nothing more than coming in and just what it says, being able to come in and do some improvisational exercises to amp up a meeting, whether it's a convention or just a regular monthly meeting. Come in an hour. We also call those laugh and learns, right? Because, it's a pun, people. Laugh and learn. Okay. Either way, it's really, really fun, and it gets people to kind of, look forward to these types of presentations where you're normally, again, sitting through a death by PowerPoint or something, and you're not engaged, right? Comedy nights, I do have connections with a ton of local comedians like Kermit and many, many others. We can bring them to your corporate events, and also prior to the pandemic, we had 1 or 2 venues that we were doing, 2-hour comedy nights, and that's just a fun chance to get communities together. And I'd love to fill the Opera House, hint, hint, someday, so I need to get a contact there, because that would be great to just bring that place down, right? And I think the street finally doesn't have 15-foot holes, so there's parking eventually. Anybody? Okay. Hopefully soon. Okay. And then for those of you who didn't know, there's a huge gala coming up here on December 2nd. You're stuck with me. It's Yvonne's fault, but I do a lot of MC work and auction work. So we do that type of thing as well. And then efficient work. I'd like to marry off all your children, okay? Because that's a lot of fun. And there's nothing like making those events more fun and memorable. Okay, fun stuff. We take people through an entire cardiovascular and physical experience with Laugh Tech. I know some of you are naysayers. It's okay. You're also going through food coma with all the bacon, and my God, those biscuits were good. But when you're laughing, you go through an entire physiological experience. Your heart rate goes up. You increase lung capacity. You're breathing. Possibly you're out of breath with the before-mentioned food coma. But guess what happens to your brain, everybody? It gets activated. It gets turned on. It gets physically lit up. You remember more, you remember faster, and you learn better, pure and simple. So again, if you're taking a regular presentation, like I'm going to talk about all the buildings we have coming up in the next 6 months in this local area, what if you take that and amp it up with a little bit of humor, a little bit of tonality changes, a little bit of movement, right? Maybe don't chain yourself to the mic, things like that. We teach people how to use the space. And again, ironically, right now I'm chained to a lectern right now. It kind of makes me crazy. I kind of want to be all over the place, but that's fine. I'll just talk with my hands like a politician. So, sorry, Mark. Some of our improvisational exercises, they can be a lot of fun, especially in the work environment. Who's ever heard of yes and? Okay. Good for you. So yes and is actually a really, really simple exercise, and we find people use it more when they're driving in Seattle traffic versus in office environments or working with clients. But it's one of those things where you kind of volley back and forth between people. And occasionally, who here is in like direct sales, like in front of the customer with your quote? It's more than they expect. Okay, a couple hands up, right? And what's the first thing that comes back, right? Like, oh, this is too expensive, right? Too much money. You want money. Well, of course, it's called labor and parts and everything else. But in your brain, you're saying you need to be quiet and just sign here, right? Because that's what you want to do. But what you're actually doing mentally, aside from having a breakdown, is you're saying yes and. In your brain, you need to teach yourself to say yes and. So if the first objection is price, you can say, yes, and I understand that you might have an objection about price, but look at all of the line items here versus your competition. We're doing 10 things more than the average other person is doing for this price. There's a reason, food on the table, whatever. So you teach yourself in your brain to say yes and first. It gets you to calm down and come back with something that's helping to elevate the conversation and potentially closing that sales cycle, right? It can also be when you're fighting traffic. Curveball is something we're going to do in just a minute with some of you lucky audience members. It's where you're literally given a word and you have to just start talking about it. And then a couple of seconds later, you're given another word, and you get to start talking about that. You either work it into your existing story, or you just go off on a tangent. If this is new and scary and you're about to, lose your mind a little bit. Rants and raves, it's one of the best things that we do at Laugh Tech. Who doesn't like to rant? Oh, come on. You're all lying to me. Come on. Look at all these sweet, beautiful people just going, nah, I'm an angel, right? I'm looking at you because you're just smiling. Yeah. No, we like to rant, don't we? Something happens, again, traffic, a situation, maybe you lose a sale, maybe an employee storms out, and you're like, what just happened? And you want to rant. In our Laugh Tech sessions, we have someone swear in a Laugh Tech, workbook. We call it a Bible and say whatever happens in Laugh Tech stays in Laugh Tech, and this will not be used against me during an HR 6-month quarterly review or whatever the case is, right? And you rant. You rant about whatever's going on. And if it's in an environment where there's a bunch of salespeople, a bunch of team people, maybe HR and the management is in the room, again, we've already set it up so it's a safe environment, honest to goodness, you'd be amazed at what happens when those rants occur. Because management's going, my God, I didn't know that. Holy crap, there's a problem that now we have a chance to resolve. And it's really cool. It's super cathartic. But we also follow it up with raves. Because then someone might be ranting about XYZ, but then they also go, oh, and by the way, that person I was just ranting about, she is the coolest person because no matter what's going on, no matter how hot I get under the collar, I know she's got our back. She's the best controller in the office, and I'm stoked. Now, all the other controllers are going, what about me? But at the same time, raves and rants, putting them together in an office environment is a game changer. And for whatever reason, Marcel and I somehow do it right, and businesses just eat that up. Because then you get to work afterwards. You get to work on what's been discovered. You get to work on what's been uncovered. That's why we have accountability training and things like that we can take people through. Okay. I need a couple of victims. I need a couple of volunteers. I almost said voluntold. I need, okay, you, sir, come on back. And by the way, I'm horrible at names. I'm still new here, so I'm going to say you with the face. Come on up. Oh, good. Oh, thank you. Microphones are here. All right. Okay. I'm at the point now where I need an optician locally because now I can see y'all and I go like this and I'm like, son of a gun. Okay. So I can't tell if that's on. Is that on? Okay, fantastic. So do me a favor. Go ahead and come on in front. Stand in front of the lovely audience here.
I'm shy.
All right, and what's your name? I'm sorry.
Todd.
Todd. Good to see you, Todd. Love you, man. I'm not just saying that.
I love you too, bro.
All right, cool. All right.
All
See,
right.
Now we're besties. Okay, we got another one. Okay, so Todd, you don't have to look at her. We're not going to do like a bull thing, and no one's going to be stabbing or shanking. But Todd, just go ahead. Oh, good heavens, man. He had too many biscuits. Okay, just find a place, the foundation. Just stand in front of your audience, okay? And this is going to be completely interactive, okay? I'm going to give you the first word, and brother, you just start talking about it, okay? Whatever it is. It could be goldfish, it could be ceramic, it could be anything. You just start talking about it. And then when I raise my hand, I want a couple of y'all to just call out a word, okay? Now, again, this is my show, so whatever word I decide on, I'm going to give it to him, and then he's going to run with it, okay? And we're just going to do that a couple times, all right? Are we ready? Are we ready? Seriously? There we go.
Okay.
God, he's like, yes. Okay, so your first word, oh, man. Okay, traffic.
Traffic. There was a lot of traffic today. I couldn't even get here. I was going to be late, but, I had to speed and do all the illegal things that I didn't do because I'm just messing around because this is exercise. But, yeah.
Next word? What? Porta potty. Ooh.
Oh, so in the Marine Corps, we had a lot of porta potties, actually. We use those in the fields a lot. They stink a lot. And, we might as well just use the dirt versus that. But, yeah.
Chamber.
I get locked in the chamber sometimes. Little things happen in there. I can't go in details, but it's really fun in there, I love the chamber.
Final word? Potato.
We just had a lot of potatoes over there, so I'm stuffed with potatoes. Who's a stuffed potato right now? Anybody in here a stuffed potato? I know I am. Awesome.
All right. Round of applause for Todd. Well done. You are excused, my friend. Thank you very much. Let's get one more volunteer to fill the spot. And you, my dear, what is your name?
Kim Thompson.
Kim Thompson.
Yes.
So good to meet you, Tim. Or Kim. What is Tim?
That's okay.
I've only been drinking coffee, I promise. Okay, so let's get one more voluntold. I will start pointing.
Come on, Russell, join me up here.
You, sir, come on up here. And
All right,
Tim?
Tim.
Tim.
He is Tim.
Tim and Kim. So Tim knew I was inherently going to call on him because I already said Tim. Why am I Dr. Seuss all of a sudden? Okay, so there you go. Hang tight for a second.
All right, I'm in the hot seat
Kim.
now. Ooh.
Kim, your first word is automatopoeia. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, my gosh.
How about roulette, since we're in a casino? Roulette.
Oh, roulette. Oh, my gosh, I love to play roulette. It's the black and then it's the red. And you have so many chances to win. And who doesn't like to win big money?
Okay, Ritalin is your next word.
Oh, my gosh. You know, you take your kid to the doctor, they give him these drugs. Next thing you know, you're taking them. And look, I've got all this energy.
Next word? What's that? I heard 3 words, but let's stick with the flow and go with rehab.
Oh my gosh, rehab. I'm not going to go.
Oh my! This is very awkward.
What you're really saying is she's going to have my job here in a minute if I'm not careful.
I feel we're learning a lot about Kim, aren't you, 2 boys and girls? Oh my goodness. Okay, last word. I don't know where to go with this. Sing. We'll end on sing.
Okay, well, Renee, since you asked for it, well, here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down?
That was amazing. I feel like I should throw roses at her or something, or large sparkly balls or something. Okay, so now Tim.
At least she toned it down for this.
All right, so Tim, your first word is packing tape.
Believe it or not, I use packing tape all day long because I'm part of the UPS store.
Yes, you are.
And this is one of the things we use while we're shipping something.
Next word? Santa Claus.
Oh, that's even better. Because just yesterday, my new Santa suit arrived. I went through all the hassle of making this beard, so they said, yes, you can do this job for me. And so I get to replace somebody who was very good for a long time.
Elf? Elf.
Golf?
Your next word is elf.
Oh, the elves that we're going to have 3 over here. There's going to be 2 over here. These are going to have candy canes, and these are going to have lollipops. And we're going to see how many kids want which one.
Skydiving is your final word.
There is one place you will never find me at. That is in a plane ready to get out. Me and the pilot are going to fight until he gets thrown out. I am staying inside the plane. I am not skydiving.
Outstanding. Thank you so much. Great job. All right. Now, I'm not saying that the entire presentation prior to this was boring, but did you see what just happened? Right? That's why you need to hire us. No. All right. Curveball is an awesome tool. The best thing about it is how lightning fast it can happen. You can play it with yourself and all the voices in your head, which doesn't amuse my world. But you can also play it with your kids. Kids love it. You can play with it with adults. Adults love it. You can play it with adults that think they're kids, right? I did something there. I'll take a few minutes. Remember, M ends with arc. Renee is good. Okay. Anyway, it can be a lot of fun. You can bring it into any office environment, any even non-professional environment. It's fun. Trust me. Okay. I am not going to read these. That's a lot of text. But people do say nice things about us, and we are incredibly flattered with what people do say. Because, like I said before, humor's hard. It takes a lot of work. And I couldn't do it without this young lady. And trust me, she is younger. I'm old and crusty. And it's just a remarkable experience to be able to come to our office every single day and touch people in some way, shape, or form with the power of humor. Humor does heal. We have #HumorHeals because it's amazing the breakthroughs people have during our engagement sessions or during the workshops or even during corporate environments. It's so much fun, and we love doing what we do every single day. So what's next? Well, Yvonne, but in just a second or two here, What's next is between now and the end of the year, these are the things that we'd love to be considered for. Things you're already doing, things you know are going to go sour if they don't bring in some fun, whatever the case is. Holiday parties, business trainings you might want to do, or maybe you're on the fence on. Give us a call. We'd love to work with you in customized packages. Individual engagement sessions like we're working with Marc. Fundraisers, again, I love being on stage in case you haven't been able to discern that. Love being able to keep the pace going and keep things energetic and have a wireless mic so I can run around like a Muppet. And then, of course, weddings are always fun to bring in extra flair. I love working with the bride and the groom or pending and their family and get dirty little secrets that I work into my part so it can be fun and get everybody to laugh and just enjoy. And it's always fun when you get that bubbling laugh where there's like spittle everywhere and tissues and it's just madness. 22 and beyond. Anyone excited for the new year? Okay, good. That was the reaction I was hoping for. We need to be excited for the new year, folks, okay? We got nowhere to go but up, unless, heaven forbid, something happens. But you know, we all pick the same, or you choose the face you're going to wear every single morning, right? Trust me, this morning, no coffee, grumpy, I still managed to look like this. You know, that wasn't the joke. Why are you laughing? I worked really hard with this. But, you know, point is that you will affect people positively or negatively every single time. The first time you see them, the first time they see you, the first time you pick up the phone, the tone you have, you know, what your angle is, etc. Just remember that. You have an incredible amount of effect that is around you all the time, and you may not even realize it. Even your first social media post, stuff like that. We want to work with you on 2022 and beyond. We want to work with business goals, get people to hit their goals, train the sales trainers, right? And then train the sales crew. So customized trainings, accountability sessions, like I mentioned, especially for management. Keep them on par with where their company needs them to be so they can help be leaders, right? Publicity preparation. If you're going to be on video, if you don't know how to be on video, if you don't know what video is, if you don't know what a ring light is, if you don't know where to stand or anything along those lines, can you tell I can talk fast as an auctioneer? It's going to be kind of fun. But point is that we can help you become more likable, listenable, and watchable from the ROI perspective if you're going to be on video. Seminars and retreats, you know what that is. We'd love to help. Weddings, I've already mentioned it, and then MC opportunities. We'd love to be part of what is coming in 2022, and it's going to be a great year. Absolutely love it. Oh, man, it just skipped to the last slide. I don't know what happened. Butterfingers. All right, well, that last slide had Marcel up on it and me up on it. You can literally type in LAFTECH, LAFTECHNW. Thank you so much. Awesome guy in the back room there. That's us. We want to have fun. We want to get to know each and every one of you. Marcel especially will be back at our awe-inspiring booth with a couple pens and a few little rack cards. But if you have any questions, we'd love to see you and talk to you and meet you especially. I feel very thankful to be up here on stage. I enjoyed laughing with each and every one of you. See us with questions. Take care. Thank you.
I know, he's very tall. And I have my heels on today. So let's give Brian another round of applause, everyone. Now for our next portion of our event, let's welcome Todd Fallman with Realty One Group Orca to the stage.
Hi, my name is Todd Fallman. I'm going to be your MC for the rest of this program today. And Brian, here's your first royalty payment. Thank you very much. All right, let's get rolling with this. A little sensation there, huh? Well, I want to welcome you on behalf of the Chamber for coming out on this Friday. This is going to be our last Chamber meeting of this year. Yeah, okay, I'd like to be doing this every single month, but next month, you know, we're going to take that time off. We're going to be all coming back here in January to kick off this 2022 in a sensational fashion. So thanks for coming out and spending some time this morning with us. And we also came out here not only to get some fabulous learning, to meet some new people, but also to network. So this part of the program, we're going to be doing some table networking. At your table, we're going to be spending about a minute discussing what it is that you like to do best. If you're at a table with just a couple people, well, perhaps find a table that could use your presence. And so we want to fill up these tables. Now's your chance to get up out of your seat, fill up some tables. And when you hear the bell, it'll be the person that is the closest to the stage. You'll have 1 minute to share a little bit about who you are, your business, and your best client. So I'm going to start the timer now. If we'd like to begin, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to be moving on with the program. We have some exciting announcements to make for the chamber for you guys today. I'd like to say a special thank you to our leadership, Yvonne Sepulveda and Dave Watson. You're doing a terrific job. This part of the program, I have the honor and the privilege to introduce new members. And I'd like to make an announcement regarding the membership is that the Marysville Tulalip Chamber of Commerce has now exceeded 200 members. It's because of their leadership, and it's because of you, and it's because of the businesses that you represent out here in the community. It's events like this and how you represent yourselves as representatives and owners of your businesses within your community that it makes this chamber grow, to flourish, to shop local, and support local. So I'd like to celebrate and help me celebrate this moment by exceeding 200 members for this year. Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Yvonne, for your awesome leadership and dedication to the growth. Now, because of that, this is so cool, we get to introduce new businesses. So if you are here, please come up over here and you'll have 1 minute to introduce yourself and your business. Will the following new members please come up? Ace Handyman Services, please come forward to the podium. Link Northwest. The Coop Workspace, come on up. And My Toy Store. It's really not mine, but it's My Toy Store. If you're here, please come up front.
Boy, it's bright up here. Woo! Need my sunglasses. I'm Charles. My wife, Crystal, and I own the local Ace Handyman Services. We do everything that the big contractors don't want to do. Those little jobs that need to be done. The husband doesn't want to get it done. He did it wrong. Grandma doesn't have anybody to do it for her. And it's from cleaning gutters to replacing a garbage disposal to those bigger projects. Some people just hire us for an 8-hour package to do their honey-do list. And we can knock out quite a bit in that time. All our craftsmen are licensed, bonded. They're employees of ours. They all pass a national criminal background check, so you know that whoever's coming in your home is going to be safe. So we're located in Arlington, but we cover all of Snohomish County and Camano Island. Thanks. The website is just acehandymanservices.com.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you letting everyone know that was me you were describing. Okay. I'll work harder on those honey-to-do lists. Okay. Next, please. Come forward.
It is bright up here. My name is Carrie McGuy, and I am the founder of the Coop Co-working Space in downtown Arlington. It finally was birthed and opened October 1st, 2021. And this is Russell over here, Russell Barnsley. He is the tech and the analytical person behind everything that's happened, and he has the same passion as I do about a co-working space where we can bridge the gap for the young entrepreneurs, the business owners, for people that just want to be able to collaborate together and build and grow their businesses. So he is there during the weekday, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We have membership levels from full-time members with 24/7 access, 365 days a year. We have individual office spaces for the person who has a business at home, but they want to get out of home. They want to start to bridge that gap and build that community and build that relationship. We are really super excited. I cannot wait for 2022 as things are filling up and growing and giving every business owner the opportunity that they deserve to be able to grow.
Excellent. Are there tours?
Oh, absolutely. If you go to the Coop with a K for Carrie, the coopworkspace.com, and you can, like I said, Russell's there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, giving tours, walking through the spaces, and can tell you all about the different membership levels. And there's also a place on there if you just want to stay in the know, because we are doing events. We are doing events for business owners, for people who have businesses, who want to maybe grow and build a business that don't know how. We want to partner with business ambassadors that will come in, do a 30 to 60-minute little seminar, inviting the community in as to what they can do to possibly build a trust. Do you put your home in a trust when you own real estate? Do you want to plan for estate planning? How do you do that? People don't know. So partnering with those business ambassadors that can give back to the community, and then from there, anybody that signs up with them, then you're growing your business as well. So
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
I think you'll be able to have some significant connections here today. Thank you for that announcement. Next, please.
Well, and I'm Ryan, and I would love to say that the Coop is amazing. We actually were in there. My wife has been working from home for the last year and a half with our 3 kids, and it's going to save her from pulling her hair out to be able to go to the Coop and have this space. It's like a minute from our house, so y'all should go check it out. Anyway, thanks. Have a nice. No, I'm Ryan. I'm the executive director of Link Northwest. We are Marysville and Tulalip's only family resource center. We opened in March, and what we do is we provide parent skill building classes, rental and utilities assistance. We have a mentoring program that serves Everett, Marysville, Granite Falls, and Lakewood. And we're just really excited to be able to be in the community and serve. We have funding from different grant agencies from all over the county and different businesses and partners like you all. Our biggest things right now that we're working on are Thanksgiving and Christmas meals. We're providing meals to local families and schools, and today we're actually leaving here to go deliver a pile, like 3 SUV loads full of Thanksgiving meals that are funded by businesses like yours. And we're also recruiting for mentors in Everett and Marysville and Granite Falls and in Lakewood. My team is right over there. Erin is our student and family advocate, and Mariel is our administrative social worker. She is the one that makes all the data happen and the magic happen when it comes to case management and engaging with families. Again, just excited to be able to be a part of this group and network with you all and see some friendly faces. You should donate to Link Northwest, linknorthwest.org. All that money goes back into the community, and you should go get an office at the Coop. Have a good one.
All right, let's hear it again for Ace Handyman, Link Northwest, Coop Workspace, and where's the toy store? They're selling toys. Okay, it's close to the holidays. They're doing what they do. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. It's so awesome. We get to experience the new businesses and help support them and learn about them. And so I want to acknowledge you one more time for that. And if there's anybody out there that that could be a really good fit for the chamber, please have them contact Dave, Yvonne, or myself. So thank you for that. Next, we're going to be moving on to the showcase tables. These showcase tables are available for only $30. It is an incredible value. You see these tables right over there? You can go ahead and purchase one of these, not today, but for in January, have a showcase table, and you put your fancy stuff out there, decorate it the way you want, get a little bit of time up here on the mic. So if you have a showcase table today, that would be Lone Depot and beef jerky. Please come on up here, give yourself a 60-second commercial, and tell us a little bit about what it is that you do, who you are, your best client, and what are the fabulous things that you're going to have for us to grab and take away today. Come on up.
I don't have to adjust the mic this time. Cool. So I'm Kevin Daniels. I'm with Loan Depot again here in our Marysville branch. Outside of just the amazing loan programs that I have displayed there on our table, we are also helping out one of our Realty One group, Orca Real Estate Brokers, who is working with the Salvation Army here in Marysville and is trying to earn donations for this holiday season. So on your tables is the flyer for it with the QR code to the link in order to donate. And if you don't have one on your table, I have more at our sponsored table. So if you can, please donate. It goes right back into the community and help those that can't help themselves this holiday season. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's hear it for the winner of every drawing at the chamber. You know who this is. Come on.
Yes, of course. Woo!
How's it going, you guys? I'm Robert with Beef Jerky Outlet. We're located right next to the Marysville Chambers. Right now, we're having a 15% off of all of our online store. That's including all of our gift boxes as well. So if you guys need anything for the gifting holiday time, come down, come see us. All of our employees are very informational about all the products that we do carry. We'd be more than happy to help you guys with anything that you guys need.
Do you have custom baskets?
Gift boxes. Yeah, and we are also doing some samples here in the store as well. So definitely come by, see us, check out everything that we do carry. We do have more than just beef jerky in the store. We have hot sauces, pickled items, jams, jellies, popcorn, and cheese.
Where are you located?
Next to the Marysville Chamber. That's pretty much it for me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Robert. They are so easy to find. Okay, you're here in Tulalip right now. Does everyone know where the chamber office is? Raise your hand. Okay, every hand should be raised. His store is right next to the chamber office, so it's super easy to find. It's a great store, super friendly people inside there. So let's give a big round and thanks for the showcase tables today, guys. Someone always has to compete to be the last one to clap, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Okay. Sorry I got it started, those competitive people. All right. Next, we're going to go to roving Mike, the roving Mike. Any chamber member who uses a roving Mike time to do kudos or a testimony to another chamber member will get to put an additional business card in for today's raffle, okay? So if you got something you want to announce, an event of some sort, or a kudo to another member, please come up over here, line up over here. We'll come up to the podium and we'll do some roving mic time right now. Yes. Here they come. They're starting to come. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Welcome to the podium.
Thank you, Todd. And yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to Laugh Tech. They are pretty phenomenal, and they're a lot of fun. It's one place that you don't mind actually driving down 30 minutes south to Mill Creek to go and visit these guys because they really make it fun. Just want to say if you have a team of people that you're trying to bring along in business, they do great seminars and teamwork, but the one-on-one stuff is great, and I highly recommend it. Thanks a lot, guys. Great presentation today.
Make sure to put that extra business card in the basket. Kim has the basket. Next, to the microphone, to the podium.
Hey, how y'all doing again? I'm the better looking Todd, with Realty One Group Worker. No, I'm just messing with you. So I got two things. I got a kudos, and then I got an event coming up. So my kudos, I want to give a shout out to Jermaine. Me and Jermaine right now, we're actually working together on a client, and he's phenomenal as a real estate broker, working with me, making sure everything gets done through escrow. He's keeping me in the loop and everything like that. So I'm the co-broker with him. So he's an awesome person and awesome real estate broker to work with. So thank you. And then also for the event, as everyone know, I'm a retired Marine. I want to give back. So tomorrow, 12 o'clock, from 12 to 3 at the firm, Realty One Group Orca and myself are giving 100 free turkeys away for all military active duty veterans. So if they're in the area and they want a turkey for their family or need one, please have them come out to us, and we definitely would love to give them one. So thank you.
Thank you so much again for your service, Todd. Appreciate it. Next, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm Belinda Ritchie. I run Maud's House, the Women's and Children's Shelter for here in Marysville for Volunteers of America. And they're right; those lights are bright. I want to give a big shout out to Nathan Kelly right there with Pure Clean, Pure Dry. Last year, they stepped up and helped us in a pinch. Sort of last minute with some families who we didn't have gifts for at Christmas. This year, I reached out and asked, would you please consider sponsoring the whole house? And they said, absolutely yes. And so they are going to sponsor all 9 families. And we appreciate them so much. They've done work for me. Last year, he brought me the biggest bouquet of flowers I've ever, not only ever had, but ever seen. It was probably about 30 pounds of flowers in a bouquet. They're just the nicest company, and they do such good work, and I just want to give a big shout out to them. Thanks, Nathan. We appreciate you.
That's an expression of the love and generosity that we have getting to know one another. Thank you so much for that. Next, please.
Okay, that was my nightmare to follow that. Holy moly. Talk about talking from a place of sensation, right? All right, I promise this was not planned. I tried to give Mark a $20 bill because he said something nice about us. As he was coming off stage, he skirted me. But I actually want to, my shout out is to Mark. I've known a lot of politicians in my time. I've never known a politician that cares as much as he does about not only the things he stands for, but how he is perceived. And I just think that's brilliant. And if we could take everything that we've seen as far as his growth over the last 6 weeks, I know this sounds all like kind of goofy, but point is he works so hard, not at being funny, but at being listenable and trustworthy. And that is of huge value. And you are all showing once again what it takes. You're all more connected than any community I have ever seen. And it's just a joy to be part of this. And just to have Mark as a client so far has been a joy. So you're kicking tail. We're proud of you. And thank you.
Well, then you should just move up here to Marysville then, okay? You need a broker and a loan? We can work that out. Please come to the podium, please.
Why do I always have to follow the tall people? My name's Amy, and I'm here with Shannon Ingram. She's the owner of Relax Mind and Body Massage. We're in Smoky Point. Just want to share with you that we are doing a Black Friday special. Any massage gift certificates that you purchase for your loved ones come with a free gift, $45 value. So come on out and see us next Friday, 9 to 2. Smoky Point, we are back behind the Les Schwab. Love to see you.
Awesome. So if you happen to pull a muscle from all the laughing, you can go get that worked out right over here with them at a great discount. Perfect. Next, please.
Yeah, Rhonda. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rhonda. Yeah.
The other Rhonda. So I am Rhonda with Village Community Services and the Marysville Chamber. Big shout out and kudos to Yvonne, Tina, Renee, Kim, to be my mentors. Even though you don't know it, you guys have done a lot for me. And Todd. So thank you all. I'm an emotional wreck sometimes. Anyway. But yeah, each of you ladies have been an awesome mentor to me, and I just want to give you great thanks. Anyway, on another note, the Village Community Services is having a Voices Among Us concert December 11th at the Arlington Memorial Legion Park. That's a Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8. So come join us. Yes, it might be cold, but we're going to have blankets and hot chocolate and cookies. And we're looking for the community to come together and celebrate the season. So your presence and donations would be helpful to send off Voices of the Village into 2022 because I am taking over. And so, woohoo! And so, again, December 11th, 6 to 9 at Arlington Legion Park. Come join us.
All I heard was hot chocolate and cookies, and I forgot everything else, so I'll have to talk to you later. Okay, next, please.
Yes, Tim with the UPS store. And
Packing tape.
Yeah, we have packing tape. We have it for sale or to use. My shout out goes to Kim. I had a really awesome problem last year, and I said, hey, Kim, who do you know that could use a lot of books? And she got me in line with somebody, and right now our whole community is going to receive 4,000 books. A semi showed up yesterday and delivered them, so my garage is full. All year long, we collect Toys for Tots for Literacy at our UPS stores, and they like to put all the money back into our local area, and I applied for it, and so Marysville area and outlying areas received all this, and it was just really fun.
Inspiring people inspire, right? Isn't that crazy? That is absolutely amazing. Thank you all for your contributions into the community and investing into one another. Next, we're going to be moving on with some raffle prizes. So who feels like winning? We're freaking in a casino, okay? Who feels like winning? All right, that was worse than the first time, but we don't have all day, so let's just keep this rolling. So Kim and Renee, if you could come and help out, hand out some prizes, that would be great. And if you have a, do you want me to come down there? Do you want to stay up here? Come down here. Okay. Here we go. Yes. So if you have brought in a raffle prize, come up over here and line up to my right. It'll be your left. And you'll come up, you'll say a little bit about who you are, your business, and your favorite client, and we'll pull a raffle, and somebody will walk away with some lovely prizes today. All right? You have to be present to win. First.
Come on down.
Come on down. Let me turn it on for you right here.
Hi, it's me, Belinda, again, from Volunteers of America, and we don't really, our client, I love all my clients because my clients are my homeless families, and I have all these babies that I get to hold and get paid for it. I love it. This is just a whole bunch of goodies. I kind of went overboard, but I haven't done it before, so whoever the lucky person is. The lucky person is McCarthy Electric.
McCarthy Electric, come on. Shocking, isn't it? Yeah, McCarthy Electric. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
We're all looking at Rick McCarthy, but because we're here, McCarthy,
I know.
It's like it's not me.
It's not you. That's shocking itself, again.
Go ahead and draw a card, Brad. Oh, draw one first. Yep. That way I'm not doing it.
Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Rhonda Snyder. I'm a business banker with Coastal Community Bank. All of you are my favorite clients. I love working with all business owners throughout Snohomish County and King County. I did just get back from a trip to Mexico, so I have a little goodie here I got in Mexico for somebody. And no, not it's Tim from the UPS store.
Tim!
I hope you like tequila.
Yes. Thank
He's
you.
an ex-Marine. He likes tequila.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I guess no ex-Marine. I guess, yeah. Here we go.
All right, good morning. So my name's Lance Curry with Edward Jones. Everybody wants to retire comfortably, successfully, someday, and everybody wants to save on taxes, at least pay less. So I can help you do both. All right, today I'm giving away a Gerber multi-tool. This is what happens when you get on a mic. But anyway, you want the right tool for the right job. Sometimes you can get them all in one little package. So I'm going to draw somebody's name. Robert. No, it's not Robert. I can't read. Todd Talley.
Todd Talley.
The other Marine.
There he is.
You can tell by the look of the card.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Great. Wonderful tools. Perfect.
Thank you, and good morning. Ken Kettler from Tulalip Resort.
Good morning, Ken.
Good turnout here before the holiday, so spirits are high. Have a $60 gift certificate for Journeys East. Opens at noon till 10 o'clock typically. So, and have a great to-go service if you want to just kind of run in and out. We'd rather have you hang around a little bit. But it's a great mixture of all the Asian foods. So we have a certificate we'll draw for right now.
Shannon Ingram.
Shannon Ingram. Oh, this has got
This is
Amy's
Amy.
name on it, though. Amy Denier with...
Amy? Yes.
there you go.
Congratulations. With Relax. Yes.
Relax mind and body massage.
Terrific. You'll have a wonderful, enjoyable dinner. Congratulations. Next.
Good morning, Renee James with Hometown Values Savings Magazine. So we have a direct mail publication that mails quarterly to 30,000 addresses. And as I look around the room, I have plenty of chamber members who are supporting us, and we thank you for that. This copy just came out this week. If you didn't get one, we've got some right there by the door. Grab one on the way out, full of great merchants, local folks that you want to support. So I have a little gift certificate from one of my new clients, Spoon and Straw, for stopping in, and they're right there on 3rd Street. So who do we have? I'm putting this one back. It's Marc James. He already has a few of these. That's so funny.
He's got a pocket full of them.
He does. All right. Well, Crystal Humphrey.
Hey, there we go. There we go. That's wonderful, wonderful. Oh, wait a minute. I was running away way too quick. I apologize.
Give me that mic. Good morning, Kim Thompson with Prime Lending. And as I sang earlier, it's all about dreams. And that's what we do at Prime Lending. We help folks realize their dream of home ownership. So as a loan officer, which is just a fancy title for saying I help you get the loan to get your home, I have an office here in Marysville, and we do lend in all 50 states. We help people whether they are looking to take advantage of their equity to buy another home, or if they're looking to take equity out to renovate their current home, or to consolidate debt and get into a better financial situation. Or we work with first-time homebuyers, helping them sometimes to get into a loan with some down payment assistance. So if you know somebody like that who would like some help, have them call Kim Thompson with Prime Lending, Home Loans Made Simple. I have some wine. No, you don't have to go to rehab for your Thanksgiving meal today. Oh, and Kathy Henry.
Is it okay if I have this mic back now?
I just wanted to mention, too, if you want to come out and join the ringers and singers, there will be a few of us ladies from Seroptimist. We will be on the 9th and on the 15th of December in front of Fred Meyer, and we'll be singing and ringing for the Salvation Army. So, thank you.
Singing and ringing. Singing and ringing. I gotta love it. Well, this concludes this portion of the program. I'd like to invite next up to the podium Yvonne Sepulveda, our president and CEO of the Marysville Tulalip Chamber of Commerce. Let's hear it for Yvonne.
You're welcome. All right, let's give Todd another big round of applause. Tim, we do need a bottle of tequila for one of our baskets. Are you donating that back? Just kidding. Just kidding. So upcoming events, December 2nd is our big Home for the Holidays Black and White Gala. We are at 35 tables, so super excited for this event. Couple tables left, so if you're interested, reach out to Anne or myself immediately to register for that. And then January 28th is our next Business Before Hours. It'll be our Military Affairs Committee speaking, and Olivia Burley, who's the Washington, I don't remember her exact title, but she's with the Washington Veterans Association. She will be our guest speaker that day. So come register for that, and we'll have that up soon. We'd just like to say thank you to today's sponsor, Nancy Denny and Kevin Daniels with Loan Depot. Our speaker for the day, Brian Trendler with Laugh Tech Northwest. Thank you to all our chamber volunteers and emissaries for all your help today. Thank you to Tulalip Resort Casino for their great service and delicious breakfast. And a big thank you to all of you for being here this morning. If we do not see you at the gala, happy holidays, everyone. We will see you all soon.